Hello friends, now standard 8th general science chapter number 11 human body and organ system. Now in this part we are going to study about the respiratory system, that means structure of the respiratory system. Now in this structure the respiratory system starts from the nose. Nose has the two external nares म्हणजे दोन पोकळ्या असतात and inside this external nares there is a nasal cavity above the palate. टाळ्याच्या वरील बाजूला ही nasal passage किंवा nasal cavity असते. This nasal cavity comes into the pharynx. In Marathi we call this pharynx as ग्रसनी, ज्याला मराठीमध्ये आपण बोलीभाषेमध्ये घसा म्हणतो, तो भाग येतो. नाउ दिस pharynx is somewhat swollen structure so that the mouth cavity and the nasal cavity both open into this pharynx, therefore it is a swollen structure. Now this will be the common passage for the respiratory system and the digestive system also. And now from this part the nasal passage, that means the air pipe, is continuous from the front side and the food canal is present in the backward side. Now there is a small lid which is present in this area above the larynx, and this lid prevents the entry of food into the windpipe. Also it prevents the entry of this air into the digestive system, and alternately this lid is used like this. When we are taking food inside the body, then this lid closes the windpipe, and when we breathe up, at that time this lid closes the digestive system. And next to that there is a larynx, ज्याला मराठीमध्ये आपण स्वरयंत्र म्हणतो. या स्वरयंत्राची रचना या ठिकाणी आहे. तर स्वरयंत्रामध्ये काही स्नायूंचे तंतू असतात, त्या तंतूंना ताण दिला आणि त्यांच्यावरून हवा घालवली तर आवाज निर्माण होत असतो, म्हणून याला आपण स्वरयंत्र म्हणतो. नाउ दिस larynx forms the windpipe, that is the trachea, and this trachea later on gets branched into two parts, and these are called as the bronchi. And each gets branched and rebranched into the bronchioles, and at the terminus of these bronchioles there are the small air sacs called as the alveoli. Many alveoli come together to form a spongy lung. Likewise, here two lungs are present in human body, and these two lungs are covered with the two layers around itself. They will act as a protective covering, and these protective coverings are called as the pleura. And now each alveolus is covered with a fine network or meshwork of capillaries, and that capillaries are responsible for the gaseous exchange. This is the enlarged view of the alveolus. This is single alveolus, and in this single alveolus, this alveolus is made up of a thin layer of single celled layer, and the capillary, which is lined by a single layered structure of cells, very thin capillary is surrounding this alveoli. And now through this capillary the blood is coming from this direction, and it is moving in the direction from left to right, And as this blood enters closer to the alveolus, at that point the carbon dioxide which is present in this blood is transferred into the alveolus, and at the same time the oxygen which is present in this alveolus is transferred to the red blood corpuscles, so that hemoglobin which is present in this red blood corpuscles is converted into oxyhemoglobin. And this oxygenated RBCs now appear red in color. Oxygenated blood is moving in this direction. Now that means deoxygenated or blood which is with less oxygen enters into the capillaries, and as it gets oxygenated it becomes red in color, and now this blood is oxygenated. This oxygenated blood is again recirculated towards the heart, and from this heart this blood is circulated into the body. Here the diaphragm is very important in this respiratory system. Diaphragm is a horizontal membrane which is present between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. And now when this diaphragm is lowered, the vacuum is created in this thorax, and at that time these lungs get dilated and air is taken inside the body. This is inhalation. And when this diaphragm is released, that means it creates pressure on these lungs, then due to the pressure the air goes outside the body through the nasal passage. This process is known as exhalation. Also, in association with this movement of diaphragm, the ribs in the thoracic cage also support the system of this inhalation and exhalation. Lowering of the diaphragm as well as expansion of the ribs will create inhalation, and pushing the diaphragm in upward direction and the pushing the ribs in inward direction will also create the pressure, and there will be exhalation of the air. Thank you.